Georgia, let's start with you. How long have you been dancing?
So I've been dancing for 10 years,
Wow.
and so my original dance school merged with Maguire O'Shea around 5 years ago. So I've technically been through the same dance school, but obviously, like, because we merged, we switched names. But yeah, I've been dancing for 10 years.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Kendall, what about you?
Um, so I've been dancing for almost 9 years now. It's going to be 9 years in like a few months. And I dance for McGrath Morgan. So, yeah.
Awesome. Shannon.
Yes, I've been dancing for 6 years, and I dance for the Bafa Academy.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. Now let's go the other way. Shannon, where are you, like, in the world?
I'm in Virginia, USA.
Oh, twinsies. Okay. Kendall, what about you?
I'm in Maryland, USA.
Oh my gosh, we're so close.
I'm in Reading in England.
Okay, you didn't join the Virginia Maryland party. You gotta come over when Chris comes over. Awesome. Let's see, let's go that way. I forgot. Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia's the one. Okay. Do you compete, Georgia?
Yeah, I do.
That's awesome. Okay, what is your favorite competition memory?
Um, probably winning my prelim, I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
was that
I,
at yeah, go ahead, go on.
oh yeah, I won it in 2016, so quite a while ago. But yeah, it was really good. All my dance teachers were there, so
Oh,
it
that's
was really
awesome.
nice just to share the memory with them as well.
That's really cool. Kendall, what is your favorite fesh memory?
I mean, it's not a fesh, but the first time I went to a rock disc was probably my favorite.
That's awesome. Shannon, what about you?
Probably when I moved into Open because like a bunch of my friends were there, and it was just like a really nice moment.
That's awesome. Now, we're all in Fusion Dance Fest, which is not competition, that's performance. So, do you guys prefer performing or competing?
Probably competing.
Yeah? What about competing like
Well,
draws you in more?
I like competing because like you get to meet new people in your competition, and also like I don't know, it's just like the feeling. I like.
You like the feel? Okay. That's awesome. What would you say the feeling is for competing?
Probably like nervous, but like once you finish dancing, it's like exciting because like all the nerve is just gone away.
That's really cool. All right, Kendall, do you prefer performing or competing?
Um, I don't know. Uh, they're probably about equal because I get about the same nervous and then I get the same like yay afterward almost.
Yeah,
So I guess I have to say both.
that's awesome. That sounds very balanced. Georgia, what
Yeah.
about you? Wait, yeah. Yeah, Georgia, what about you?
Yeah, I'm probably the same, probably both, because I feel like they're very different. So like when I'm competing, like I get so nervous and I just hate the feeling of being nervous. But like when I'm performing, I can just kind of dance and it doesn't really matter. But like then with competing, once you finish, the excitement of just the results and everything is just kind of, it balances them out, I guess.
That's really cool. That's a great answer. So, how have you guys found Fusion Dance Fest 2021 this year? Is it stressful? Well, hold on. Have any of you done it before? Kendall has, Shannon hasn't, Georgia has?
No.
No, Georgia hasn't. Okay. Kendall, how many years have you done Fusion Dance Fest?
This is only my second year. Last year it was a little different though because I was with one of my friends and we did it together. So it's different being at like my own house and doing it. So.
Who is the person you did it with?
I was with So Franken.
Awesome. Okay.
So.
That's so cool. I did it last year too. But it was my first year. They're doing it a little differently this year. There are more I feel like there are more dances we need to film than there were last year.
Yeah.
Um, but it's so much fun. All right, so Shannon and Georgia, you guys have never done it before. How are you finding it? Have you guys ever done a I don't know how to describe it, like a dance show camp thing before?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have. I've done performances for my school. Like we like have group performances, and that's pretty fun. But this is like way different because like you meet a bunch of new people and you get to find people around the world and see what like types of dance they, well, not like types of dance, but like the type, like how they dance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And you also get to like meet new people, and the dances are really cool to learn. But once you like practice them, you like gets like kind of like in your body, like muscle memory. But yeah, it's pretty
that's
cool.
that's awesome. I'm glad you're having fun. Georgia, what about you?
yeah, it's been really good. Because I was kind of expecting a lot more like Irish, and then, but it's so cool to like work with people who don't really do that much Irish, and they can help you develop your other styles of dancing. Because I've never really done other styles before, so for me to kind of develop that is really cool.
That's awesome. Who is your favorite choreographer so far? I mean, I say so far. We have like one day left, but
My favorite, I don't think I could pick. I'd have to pick three of them, I think.
okay.
Um, I like James, Mairead, and Eve. They're probably my three favorites
Very
because
cool.
I feel like I couldn't compare them because they're so different. Like their choreographies. Like for Eve, we've got soft shoe. Mairead, we've got hard, and then James's is more like upbeat kind of street. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like you just couldn't compare them three. So yeah.
That's awesome. Um, Georgia, what about you? Who are your favorites? And then we'll ask Kendall. I'm sorry, I skipped. I
Oh,
said
so me?
Georgia. Yeah,
Okay.
anyone, go ahead. Yeah.
I hope none of the choreographers are watching. But I'd have to say Eve and Dane are my two favorites. I don't know.
It's very nice.
The I like Eve's like because she's like all peppy about doing soft shoes. She's like the only one doing soft shoe, and I like soft shoe. So, and then I like the fast footwork that Dane does. So,
That's awesome. I am quite nervous for filming Danes because all of my shuffles sound horrible. They don't they're not even shuffles. They're just like me slapping the floor and trying to like flail my arms around. Um, Shannon, what about you? Who's your favorite?
Probably Leanne's because I really like her. I can't talk. Sorry. Her choreography is really nice because like I like the movements because it's just like different than normal, and I think it's really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. J4 Brady says, "Have you seen that Antonio Pacelli sell your shoes? Does Antonio Pacelli make Irish dance shoes now? That's awesome. Kate and fun. That's fabulous. All right. Um, Sweet. Okay, thank you, Jack Brady. I'll have to look into that. I could use some new shoes. Mine are dead. Um, all right. So guys, how did you hear about Fusion Dance Fest? Because I know with last year they sell Fusion Fighter shoes. Ooh, I want Fusion Fighter shoes. Thank you, Jack. Um, how did you hear about Fusion Dance Fest this year? Like, was it on Instagram or was it on like a flyer? Did they send flyers out this year? I don't think so.
I just got a DM from them on Instagram.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I was because I'm an ambassador. Chris WhatsApped me and was like, "Hey, you should do it again," and I'm like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah, you know Abby Wright from our group. So
Yeah.
we actually go to the same dance school. So she did it last year, and then I was like, I want to give it a try because she seemed to really enjoy it. So I just thought
That's
I'd
so
try it out
cool.
this year.
Abby's fabulous. I think I've actually met your dance teacher. Chris is friends with her. I like your dance teacher too. I don't remember her name, but she's really nice. Um, Awesome. All right, so nobody's ever done Fusion Dance Fest in person here, including me. I've only ever done it online. So it's quite a different experience than it would be otherwise. But what's your favorite part about it so far?
My favourite part is probably learning all the new steps and trying different styles about it, because I've never had the opportunity to do that before. So I feel like it's kind of like a new opening to something, you know?
That's awesome. I love the phrasing of that, a new opening. It's like a door or a window.
I
Okay,
think
Kendall.
I think my favorite is probably the socials, because I like hanging out with the rest of our group.
Yeah, those are fun. There's gonna be one on tomorrow, right, for pizza? Nice. I'm looking forward to that. Shannon, what about you?
My favorite part is getting to meet these amazing dance teachers and learning different forms of dance. And I think it's just really fun because they all have like different styles and it's cool.
Nice. I love the variety of of learning new things. It makes my brain feel very spongy. Um, all right, so that's your favorite part. What's been the hardest part so far?
Dance, 100%.
That's what I was going to say.
Putting back on my shoes since nationals, because I had nationals in the U.S. Just like I haven't put on my shoes or touched them, and then I had to
Same.
pick them up straight from like the bag that I had them in from nationals.
Ow, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but my feet are definitely feeling it. My toes feel sore. Um, one of that's one of the reasons I like the soft shoe dances so much because you don't have to be in hard shoes all the time. My goodness. Um, have any of you started filming yet? Okay. Have any? Yeah, yeah. Georgia, what have you filmed?
I filmed Eve's yesterday, and then just before this, I was filming James's hip hop section.
Oh, nice. How'd that go?
I just can't watch myself back once, like, I just can't watch myself. I just like, oh my gosh, there's so many things wrong with it. But I did get one in the end, so it's fine.
Good, good. I'm glad. I know what you mean. Um, especially over COVID and the pandemic, we've all had to film ourselves dancing. Which I know at competition is like, no, you're not allowed to film yourself because then steps in the schools and all that. But now we actually have to watch ourselves and look at ourselves. As I feel very exposed. um, yeah, yeah. What was your filming process for that? How did you like? What was your strategy?
So I did kind of like a practice run before I actually kind of did it, and then I just went as many times as I needed to until I got the one that I'd be happy with, kind of thing. I've told myself not to be as fussy as normal, because if you think on the final thing I'm going to be a tiny little box, so like they hopefully won't see the bits that go really wrong.
That's an excellent point, and I think everybody at Fusion Dance Fest, don't worry too much because we're all gonna be tiny boxes. Uh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So one of the things that I think is lovely about this year is we don't have to worry about our sound like we did last year. Kendall, we had to worry about our sound last year. They used our sound.
Yeah,
Poor Alex.
that was not. Yeah, I don't think they used mine.
I don't know how anybody deals with that much like video and stored information. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so people Shannon and Kendall who haven't started filming yet. Have you filmed I mean I guess we all had to film audition videos. So how did you have filming strategies for those?
Well, I was actually at my one of my best friend's house at the time when I had to take the videos, and she has like this barn that she practices in, and I just like took it once and then I was done.
You one-shotted it. You did it. Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
My mom said it was fun, so I guess I didn't really,
I'm
care
so
that much about
jealous.
it.
I'm so jealous. Yeah, I've never been able to do a dance. I just went, oh yeah, I'm content. That's fine. Okay, cool. We're done. Okay, Kendall, what about you?
So I had completely forgotten that there was Fusion Fest auditions that I had to film. And so at last minute, I took the like you know how Nationals was live streamed?
Yeah.
Somebody I don't remember who screen recorded it. Screen recorded my set, and I just had that as my audition instead.
Well, that's nice. Seemed to work out well. How'd nationals go?
It went well. I recall.
Good.
I don't know. I think I got 27th. Yeah.
That's awesome. 27's a good number. Has it been good getting back to live competitions? Did you guys do digital competitions when there were? No digital. I did a couple digital. It was a very different experience. So, what nationals was the first competition you guys went to in? No. Oh, there. Okay. Well, tell me about it then.
I had a bunch of different ones before nationals, probably starting in, I don't know, March. Not March, no. Like somewhere near there. And like me and a bunch of other kids from my school. And I know some of the BAFTAs went because I'm friends with some of them.
Awesome.
So like a bunch of us went like all before nationals to get ready.
That's so cool. How was it competing for the first time in forever?
At first it was a little different, especially with the split stages. It's a little harder because if your steps move from corner to corner and you run out of space, it's like, where am I supposed to do this click? Type of thing. But
Yeah.
you learn to deal with it, and it's fun. It's better than digital. So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. All right. Shannon, have you done feshes?
Yeah, mine started back last September, so I've been doing them for like 11 months. In September is like the Wash Kelly Fesh is in like South Carolina, and then I did the Atlanta Fesh in November, and then I had a rock disc, and then like there's been a bunch of feshes, and then nationals, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. So you've been back for a while. That's fabulous. Um, that's probably like a smoother thing because I know I haven't danced as much as I've been doing for Fusion Dance Fest
Yeah.
since last Fusion Dance Fest.
At first, it was really weird though, because you had to bring like masks up to the stage, but now if you're vaccinated, it's really handy, so you don't have to do that.
Oh, thank goodness for the vaccine. I love it. Georgia, what about you? You haven't been back?
I've only been back to one, so I've only done one since lockdown.
How was it?
It was different because, well, for us, we danced on our own, so it was kind of more like a step down the line, and you do 32 bars, and then it gets it over a bit quicker, you know. It's more
Yeah.
like you kind of walk on and then that's it, it's all done. So it's probably better for me because I struggle with nerves, so it kind of helps with that, I guess. So it's been good.
Makes it quicker. That's good. How do you how do you help cope and help ease your nerves? Because I know everybody gets competition butterflies, but everybody has different ways of dealing with it.
Yeah, I would say I have to focus on myself, and I have to just focus on my dancing. I can't think about anyone else, what anyone else is doing. I just have to focus on what I'm doing and just keep thinking it's going to be all right kind of thing. You have to think positive through the whole time that you're there, otherwise it just, yeah.
Nice. That's really good advice. Kendall, what would you say to somebody who struggles with it? Well, do you?
yeah. Um, Well, the first thing is the more I competed, the less nervous I would get for like small competitions. But I'm about to go like against everything Georgia says with how I cope because I'm a talker. So what I do is I come up to every single person I know and I just talk to them, and that's how I deal with my nerves. So like I'm caring about everybody else but myself. I don't
Nice.
know.
And then you no that I love like the opposite ends, and both of you, like it works. That's awesome. So
Yeah.
you have to focus on just yourself, and you have to focus on not yourself so you don't freak yourself out.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Shannon, are you somewhere in the middle? Do we have like Goldilocks?
Well, I
Do we
don't
have
really
Goldilocks
struggle
zone?
with nerves that much. I just try to dance my best, and if I try my best, then I'm normally happy. And if I don't recall it that fast, then I'm just like, I can do it next time.
Nice.
So if
That's
that's like
awesome.
other
Like
people,
resilient.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's so
since I'm
cool.
in open, it's a really hard competition too. So
That's valid. I agree. And people are incredible dancers, and especially at the higher levels. It's not like who's the best, but like who's having the best day, or like what the judge wants to look for. And it just makes it so much more interesting because everybody's a good dancer when you get that high. Yeah. How have you like how did you guys stay dancing during the pandemic? And I know, Kendall, you did Fusion Dance Fest last year, which is a great way to keep dancing. But what about other things?
well, for me, I actually wanted to quit because I was not motivated at all. But then like my mom talked to my teachers about it, and they like really motivated me up. And ever since I've been going back to class, I love it. So
I'm
I'm
glad you
glad I
didn't.
didn't quit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't quit too. And even if you did, I'd hope that you would have like gotten back to it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Georgia, what about you?
So my teachers were really good in lockdown. They did so many like Zoom classes for us. So I kind of just said to myself, you just have to do it. As much as you'd rather be at class, this is as good as you're gonna get for now. So it was good. It was really good. They were really good. Kept it like exciting throughout the whole time to make me want to actually do it on Zoom. So yeah.
That's awesome. Kendall, what about you?
So like for the first part of quarantine back in 2020, like my teachers were good about quarantine. They did virtual classes, but I mean it wasn't the same, especially because I had just transferred to that school that year, right after Oireachtas, and then quarantine started. So I was trying to learn my new steps over Zoom, but we went back in person starting in, I believe, September-ish or something like that.
Nice.
So we got to go back in person before Oireachtas, and yeah. So for a second there, I was like, what's the point? But then as I started seeing like COVID restrictions going down and we could go back in person, things got a lot better.
That's awesome. I'm glad things are getting back, and the performing arts have been hit hard by COVID. So hopefully we could start, getting back and being in theaters and, dancing for large audiences again soon. Um, what has been your favorite move? I swear I only have a couple more questions and you're all free to go. What has been your favorite move from Fusion Dance Fest so far? Like what's like the thing that you hadn't ever done before and you love it, or the thing that's like is your go-to move that you've gotten to do a lot in dances?
Mine is drums. Even though I've had them in steps before, I just really like the way they added the drums in the steps because I love drums, and yeah, I love the rhythm, the sounds they make.
Awesome.
For me, I don't know why, but I find it like really fun. Like like that toe slide thingy in dance choreo where you like put your arms up like that and you like
Yeah.
slide. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I feel like that's almost so satisfying to just do. So like around the house, just like when I get excited.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm probably the same. I don't really have like a favorite move. It's more like the whole performance and the dance, like the actual steps that, like, I don't know, I just love all of it.
That's awesome. I like that you're like a big picture, like entire vibe kind of thing. I don't know about you, but I've had Dane's music stuck in my head for I think this is the second day now, where I've just been obsessively trying to
I have
get all of
Leanne's
the
music
things.
stuck in my head.
You have Leanne's?
Yeah.
Leanne's is also good.
Like
It
the
switches.
dan that part.
Da, da, da. It's really fun to be able to sit and like everybody knows, you know, what you're talking about. That's really satisfying. Thank you guys. um awesome. Well, how do you guys feel about it almost being over? We have one more day of Fusion Dance Fest left. And theoretically we're supposed to have all of the things filmed by tomorrow.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
just feel
Kendall.
not ready to film at all. And like I might need like another week.
Yeah. I understand what you mean.
I'm probably going to end up filming on Monday since it's raining where I am, and I'm not going to be here on Sunday, so probably Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, I'm kind of sad, to be honest, that Fusion Fighters is ending since I'm going to have nothing to do. But I'm also going to be happy so I won't have to get up early.
That'll be nice. That sounds balanced. Go ahead, Georgia.
Yeah, the same here. The weather's not great, so everyone wants all their dances outside, and I have to pick my moments. Like earlier, I was filming, I was trying to do, I think it was Eve's, and then suddenly it just started raining in the middle of like my dance, and I was just like, grab the camera, run inside. Like, it was just came out of nowhere, so that's the only issue with it, but yeah.
I hope the weather clears up soon. Even James moved his from like in your living room to anywhere nice outside. Okay, weather. You hear that? It's also raining where I am. So hopefully we will get all of the things filmed in time. I'll probably end up doing Danes on Monday. Or like next week.
Danes is probably going to be less for me. It's just really hard and really long.
Yeah. At least we can break it up into two.
Yeah, I said the same. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do Danes last because, like, when we're in the lesson, I know it, but then, like tomorrow, I'll be like, oh wait, I need like an hour just to go over it again. So I just have to do it last, get all the rest of them out my head, and then I can actually focus on his.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I haven't filmed yet. It's like either so cloudy that it looks like it's about to rain, or it is raining on and off, and it has been since like, I don't know, Thursday or Friday.
Oh my God.
So I'm hoping on Sunday it's a little better, because if it's not, then I don't know. I guess I'm not going to be able to film until Monday.
I mean, last year it was 7 days of teaching, and then you get to film like over the next week. So Fusion Dance Fest turned from like a 7-day thing into like a 12 to 13-day thing.
And now they've done like the complete opposite. And they're like, it's a 7-day for everything.
Yeah, but hopefully they're just like experimenting with that, because it's, I don't know, I guess it's good to have a little bit of pressure. Thank you so much for this interview. It was so lovely to get to know you guys. And I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.